Hello, Maurice and Belle's. I am on page, that's 6, 7, I guess 8, 9. Oh, nope. I'm on page 10, 11, 12, 13. Basically the middle of after Maurice's entrance where we just left off in the other video. So you guys are at center. You've been tinkering with the invention while Gaston and LeFou have their little moment, and then they exit down the stairs. And we'll probably maybe do like a light change or something to warm up the moment between you guys. So in my script, and I'll show you the picture of it, I do a lot of like circle to represent the invention, and then the X's on each side are you guys, okay? So there's going to be a lot of you guys being on either side of the invention. So, Papa, are you all right? I want you, Belle, to sit down as you're saying that. You're very comfortable around him on the stage left side of your dad, of the invention. So the invention's in between you guys at center. Belle, move to stage left, sit down. Papa, are you all right? And sit down as if like you might be getting ready to help with something with the invention. Not like you're just getting cozy to sit on the ground, but like in a ready to work way down on the ground. But make sure that you are a little bit downstage of the invention so that when we have an audience, which hopefully we will, anyone who's sitting on the sides will still see you if they're sitting on the stage right side. Okay? So anyways, sit down on stage left, which for me is over here, but I'm doing it over here. Papa, are you all right? Maurice, make sure and then you're going to be on the other side standing. So, and you're going to be a little bit behind the invention. So rule of thumb, if you guys are standing, make sure the invention's a little bit in front of you. And if you're sitting, because you both will be sitting at certain points, make sure the invention is a little bit behind you, so that everyone can see you in the audience. I'm fine, but I can't for the life of me figure out, I don't know why there's a period after out, figure out why that happened. If that isn't the stubbornest piece of kick it, ow, ain't that funny, you're kicking it, hurt your foot, that'll get a chuckle. When you say, Papa, can you move from sitting to on your knees, like pop, like you're getting more alert, but ready to help with the invention when the time comes. I'm about ready to give up on this hunk of junk. You can put your hands on the invention, you know, whatever, slap it a little bit, this hunk of junk. Oh, you always say that. Grab a clencher. So we'll have some sort of tool on the cart, and just grab it. And Belle, can you act like you're clenching something? Oh, you always say that. And just get to work. You know how to work on it. Maurice, I mean it this time. I'll never get this boneheaded contraption to work. I want you to pace. So you're just gonna, you know, kind of walk in place. You're upset. I'll never get this boneheaded contraption to work. Belle, you're still fixing, so you're still over here. Or for me, it's stage left, but over here. Yes, you will, and you will win the first prize at the fair tomorrow. Maurice, when you say humph, I want you to sit down on the stage right side, and remember the invention should be a little bit behind you. Humph, you're upset, you sit down. Belle, stand up, and become a world-famous inventor, and you can kind of pet your hands like you fixed something, but he's the one that is getting the praise, even if you've done a lot of the work on it, and you're proud of him. Maurice, you really think so? You're staying on the ground, Maurice, for that line. You really think so? Belle, you know I do, I always have. I want you to slowly walk to him with the invention behind you. So you're going to move down a little bit and then walk over to him, and now you're going to join him sitting on the stage right side, but 6 feet apart from him. No one's going to think it's weird. It's what we're used to now. I believe I have you sitting. Oh, no, not yet. So you're just going to slowly walk to him. You're actually not going to sit down next to him until your line, I got a new book. So you have a lot of time to move. This is like a listening and walking movement. well, we better get cracking. The thing's not going to fix itself. Now let me see. Where did I get that dog-legged clencher? So you're walking, Belle, so now you're on the same side of him, and I want you to slide the clencher to him, which people might think is funny because that's kind of COVID-ish, I guess, since you're not actually handing it to him. But they might not even pick up on that, so we don't have to make it a moment. But that's why you're doing that, practically, so you're not touching him. You're going to slide it across to him, and so you're saying, Papa, slide it to him. Maurice grabs the clencher, you're still on the ground, grab it, and tinker as you're talking. Tinker while you talk. So tell me, did you have a good time today? And now you can sit down, Belle. Let me just make sure I have that for sure in my book. I got a new book. You do love those books. So Maurice, maybe when you say that line, you could move to on your knees from sitting by the invention. And then Belle, this next line is mostly going to be said to the audience. Well, they take me to wonderful places, and you're sitting while you're saying this. There's adventure and mystery and romance, and then there's an ellipses, a ... before happy endings. So that can be a little dramatic. When you see something like that in a script, it means there's a thought process. So Belle's thinking before she says happy endings. Does Belle not believe in happy endings? Does Belle want a happy ending? Does Belle hope for a happy ending? Why is there a thought there? Think about that. Happy endings. And then it says that there's a beat. So what I want your thought process to be before you say the line, Papa, if I ask you something, will you answer me honestly? Think about something that you heard while you were in town, someone say, that made you think you're odd, that made you question if you're odd or not. I want you to replay the line, whatever it is. It could be something that you make up or something that's actually in the song, but I want the audience to see you thinking about this before you ask it. Because that's what real life is like, before we ask. That's a hard question, asking someone if they think you're odd. So you need to think about it and then ask yourself, Belle, or if you're really going to ask your dad this question, because it's a hard question to ask your papa. Papa, if I ask you something, will you answer me honestly? I think if you have those two thoughts, A, remembering what you heard to make you question if you're odd, and then the thought of, am I really going to ask my dad this? Yes, I will. If you have those two thoughts, and it says a beat, so that means take some time, it'll set up this song so nicely. If you just rush into the line, it won't be as genuine. The relationship between Belle and Maurice is really big in this show. It's not as big necessarily in the cartoon, I don't think. You guys have a whole song, so we need to build up to that. That's why we're doing this. So I want you to think about those two things and then say, Papa, if I ask you something, will you answer me honestly? Maurice, the moment's gone over your head. Don't I always? You're still tinkering. Do you think I'm odd? Same thing. You can say any way you want. We love Paige O'Hara. And my daughter, Odd, I want you to drop the clencher and look at her. My daughter, Odd? Now, where would you get an idea like that? And it'll be funny. You can kind of move so you're behind the invention and then you appear up over the invention. When she says, do you think I'm odd? My daughter, Odd? It's funny because we'll probably have you in a helmet with the goggles like it says, and that's funny. Where do you get an idea like that? I don't know, it's just that, well, people talk. Belle, I want you to kind of stand up. I don't know, it's just that, well, people talk. So you're gonna stand up and maybe pace for a minute. You're trying to gather your thoughts. You don't want to tell him what you heard because you know it'll hurt his feelings, but it wasn't very nice. You're going to sit back down on the edge of the stage, so your feet hanging off the edge of the stage on People Talk. Okay, so you get up for a moment and then sit down. And I want you to actually move to the stage. Oh, you are stage right, so never mind. Well, People Talk. You sit down. Maurice, as she's sitting down to say People Talk, you're going to stand up. So it should look like Belle sitting, Papa standing at the same moment. It's more visually interesting. Papa stands up. They talk about me too. No, I'm not odd nor you. No family ever sinner. Na 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 na. So while you're singing that opening, you're just going to be moving from out from behind the invention to center, just straight center with the invention behind you. And you're really singing this to the audience, because remember, we're playing to a camera on Saturday and Sunday and Friday as well. So you're singing, except one uncle who will maybe let that pass, and all you saying, you couldn't make it plainer. When you say you couldn't make it plainer, you're going to take the helmet off, or goggles, or hat, or whatever we have, hard hat, or whatever you're wearing that we think is funny. You're going to take it off, and you can just put it down behind you. You couldn't make it plainer. You are your mother's daughter, therefore you are class. When you say, therefore you are class, I want you're in center, and she is she's stage right, so I'm going to change it, mirror it for you, so she's over here. You're going to bow down to her, and you're an old man, so you can do a big bow. Therefore you are class. Belle, you're sitting on the edge of the stage. Y'all are 6 feet apart, and you can react. You can even do a little curtsy from where you're sitting, but there's distance between you guys, as you'll notice throughout this song. Lost my spot. So should I just accept I'm simply not like them? However it goes, I forget. You're going to move to getting on your knees. So you have the moment where he says your class, now you get to your knees. Simply not like them. They are common herd, and you can take my word. You are unique. Creme de la creme. So while you're building up to the words creme de la creme, I want you to walk to the right-hand side of Belle. So Belle's already sort of stage right, and now you're going to move even further stage right, and you're going to walk behind her to move there, and on the words creme de la creme, so you're singing and walking to the right-hand side of Belle. When you say creme de la creme, you are going to kneel down 6 feet apart from her. So she's kind of right on the edge of the stage, and you're a little upstage of her, so that also gives you guys some distance. And Belle can look up to him. So Belle, you were sitting on the edge of the stage, now you're kneeling at the edge of the stage. Creme de la creme, you're going to kneel down and look at her, and you're going to sing from the kneeling position right to Belle. No matter what you do, I'm on your side. Put your hand on your heart. And if my point of view is somewhat misty-eyed, you can wipe a tear. And Belle, it would maybe be cute if you also have a tear too. You guys are just very emotional in France today. Somewhat misty-eyed, there's nothing clearer in my life than what I wish and feel for you, and that's a lot. No matter what. When you say no matter what, I want you to sit down like you're proud of her. No matter what, you sit. And when he sits, Belle, you're going to stand up, because again, we're distancing as much as possible. So you stand up. No matter what they say, you make me proud. Belle, you're going to stand up, and you're going to walk kind of closer to center, and you're going to be pointing to the invention behind you. I love the funny way you stand up from the crowd, and you can be pointing to the invention, because that is how he stands up from the crowd. And then keep crossing so that now you're stage left. So over here, you got up, you move stage left, and Maurice, you're going to stand up on It's My Intention, My Invention. And so now Maurice is stage right, Bella stage left, Invention's in the middle of you guys. But there's a lot of distance. We can fill the stage. It's my invention, my intention, my invention shows the world out there one day just what we've got. No matter what, I want you guys to point to each other. Really cute. No matter what. And then there's this next section. Now, some may say, "Oh, fathers just exaggerate. That every daughter's great." You are. And every daughter tends to say her father tops. She pulls out stops to praise him, and quite rightly. So from the line, after you point to each other on no matter what, all the way to and quite rightly, which is the top of page 14, you guys are going to just circle back to your spots. So Belle is stage left, and so you're going to walk behind the invention. Yes. Make a circle, you're crossing where Maurice was, and then you're going to end up back in your spot Maurice is going to walk from the stage right side, which I'm not mirroring right now, sorry. And you're going to walk in front of the invention, crisscross where Belle was, and end up back to where you are. I think that will make sense, but we can always adjust it. However, all you're doing is just making a circle, and going in different directions and ending up in the same spot where you were. And you're singing to each other and to the audience, cute arms, make it musical theater. It's just endearing, and you're not near each other. Haha. Maurice, no matter, oh, hold on, go sit edge past Belle. Okay, so Maurice, when you sing no matter what, the pain, we've come this far, you're gonna go sit on the edge of the stage right side of center. So a little bit, not quite center, but a little to the right. There we go, I'm mirroring it now. And you're gonna sit down. Belle, you're still back at the invention while he's singing no matter what, the pain, we've come this far. You're gonna grab the clincher, which was left at the invention, I think. It's the last place it was in this area. And you're gonna come sit on the stage left side of the invention. So you're both just moving forward and sitting on the edge of the stage. I want you to sit on I Pray That You Remain. So there's still like more than 6 feet in between you guys, but you're both sitting on the edge, and Belle has the tool, the clincher. I pray that you remain exactly as you are. This really is a case of father knowing best, and daughter too. On and daughter too, you're gonna slide the clincher across the stage like you did earlier to him and make it really cute. And daughter too, grab the clincher, hold it to your heart, you're never strange. Then Belle, you put your hand on your heart, don't ever change, you're all I've got. I think you have to sing a really high note. No matter what, you're gonna point to each other. You can put the clencher down and point to her. So you can't hug, but make it cute enough that we don't need to see a hug. And then that's the song, so it's pretty easy. Let's just finish it out, the rest of page 14 into 15, okay? So Maurice, we'll hold for applause. Then you guys will stand up. Now, what do you say we give her a try? All right. You guys can you can stay sitting on, let's see if we give her a try. You both stand up on all right. And then Belle and Maurice are gonna move back kind of to the invention. But Belle, I want you to run. He's gonna say, you get the logs, all right? Stand back, here we go. When he says you get the logs, Belle, you're gonna run stage right. So you have a little bit of distance to do, but it'll be fine. You're gonna run stage right. You're going to grab 2 things, the logs, probably just 2 logs, and a scarf. And you're gonna put the scarf around your arm and then have the logs in your hand, and they'll be preset. So you'll grab those 2 things. You'll probably run on when you say it works. So it's gonna be a big thing. You're running on, it works! And you're going to go put the logs next to the invention. So you're on from stage right, putting the logs next to the invention. Maurice, you need to just like step back and be stage left. I'll mirror. Stage left of the invention. So there's distance between you guys. And you're moving back because you're like so amazed that your invention worked. It does? It does! Papa, you did it, you really did it, you'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow, I know it. Like you're just celebrating the inventions in between you guys and you're separated on either side. Who knows, maybe I will at that. Oh, I almost forgot. You're going to toss the scarf to him over the invention, so you might have to roll it up. Oh, I almost forgot. I made you a scarf for good luck. Now I know I'll win, and we'll get out of this town and travel to all those places you've read about in the books. Well, I'm off. Goodbye, Papa. So Belle is stage right, Maurice is stage left. Be careful. And Belle, you're actually going to wave and then exit. There's going to be a light change. Wolves are going to slowly enter very soon. And Mrs. Shear is going to handle that portion. Maurice is going, so something's going to change into the woods. But all that Maurice is doing, he has a scarf, maybe we'll have you put gloves on or something, and you're just going to walk slowly straight down center. So the invention's pretty far back, and you're going to move straight down center. So I'm only talking to Maurice now, so Belle, you can peace out if you want. But Maurice, what you're gonna do is walk straight down center. First prize is nearly mine. It's quite my best invention. So suddenly complex, so massive yet so small. This triumphant design will be my age-old pension. On age-old pension, you're going to just make a circle. Doesn't really matter which direction, but right now I'm going towards stage left. You can go that way too. So you're gonna just, will be my age-old pension that is providing I can find the fare at all. And then I just want you to walk down towards stage left. So let me mirror. I must have missed a sign. And then go backwards. I should have paid attention. Oh, sorry, you're gonna go, that is providing I can find the fare at all. I must have missed a sign. Now the other side. I should have paid attention. And then backwards. Track. That's not a nightingale. Not a mating call. So, and then you'll end up back at center. We might need to adjust where you end up based on the wolf dance, but I think for now having you end in center is safe. So all you're doing, Maurice, during that little singing, before you say wolves, is you're just coming down center, and then you do like a circle right where you are. You go stage left, and then you go stage right, and then you're gonna walk backwards back to where you were in center. That's all pretty downstage. And that's where we'll stop.